Hello and welcome to another episode of Beekaysays. If this is your first time coming across my channel, do well to hit the subscribe button. Beekaysays comes every Sunday by 7 p.m. You can drop your comments, you can share your stories with me. I will drop my social media handles and my email in the description box. There's this elderly man I always come across when I'm heading out in the morning, going to work or just heading out, right? He lives around my area. And this man is well above 70, say 80 years old, always sitting alone on the bench close to the road and reading a book. And I decided to ask those around about him because he always seemed very lonely. They said his children, oh, they're all grown up, he's staying alone, he's widowed, and nobody visits him. He lives alone, he doesn't really cook, you see him eating bread and maybe a soft drink or something. And I decided to ask him, his children are all grown, they're all accomplished, they rarely even come to visit him. And it hit me, why do we feel the need to neglect our old? Because once they were young and now they are old, once they were strong and now they are frail. You were once frail and they took care of you, right? So why wouldn't you take care of them? Why wouldn't you call your parents? Yeah, sometimes we have disagreements with our parents. We do not always sit well on issues. But as they advance in age, they tend to become more in need of attention, more in need of care. Some may become edgy. It varies. I don't care how your problems or your family relations is with your parents, but the thing is, it's important to check on your elderly. This is in Africa, in Nigeria where I'm from, we don't keep our elderly in homes, we keep them in our houses. You grow, you're married, your parents live with you, or you get siblings or cousins that will stay with them because that's how knowledge gets passed from one generation to the other. Family traditions get passed from one generation to the other. We have learned over time that they have wisdom, they have knowledge. Personally, I love to interact with elderly people. I talk with old people. It's funny, but I always talk with old people, like 70, 80. My grandpa, before he passed me, so rest in peace, we would sit and we would talk for hours. Sometimes he will repeat the gist he has already told me. Every single time I go, it's possibly the same thing he's saying. But you could see the smile on his face when he talks about it. And for me, that was all that mattered. He was happy. He was 70 plus. He was going to die soon. So what is it? What was it for me? There was no point for me busy for the man. Even now he's late. So what I'm saying is, if your parents are advanced in age, they possibly have less amount of years to live than what they have already lived. They're possibly 50. Do they have 50 more years to live? If they're 60, do they have 60 more years to live? You have to put that into consideration. It's not when they're later like, oh, I miss my mom. Oh my God, I should have spent more time with them. Don't live a life of regret. Check on them. Because they are your parents, they are your aunties, they are your uncles. They advance in age. And there's no point treating them as if we one day will not grow up. With every +1, with every HBD, with every happy birthday to you, with every birthday bash, you're advancing in age. You're getting closer to that age you dread so much. And we are struggling so much to remain young. But what exactly are we running away from? Age is beautiful. Gray hair is wisdom. You've advanced in age. You're older now. You have a job. You have children. You have things going on for you. You may not be able to come down or go to your family house or travel to the village or call every single day, but make sure you let them know they're loved. Make sure you let them know that you are thinking of them. It's not only by spending money or spending cash. They've had the best parts of their lives. So your attention, your love, your care is something they crave so much. I beg you this week to call the elderly in your life, show them love so they do not feel loneliness. February is the month of love. Make sure you show love to somebody who needs it. So this outfit is from Collection. That's my social media based clothing store. Do well to check it out. It's super affordable. And we ship everywhere in the country. So we are not yet sending things abroad. But if you are in Nigeria, any state in Nigeria, it can be delivered to you.